Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
An elderly couple in Nebraska had an interesting excuse for the 60 pounds of marijuana police found in their car. 83-year-old Patrick Duran and his 80-year-old wife Barbara told cops that they plan to, quote, distribute the marijuana to family and friends as Christmas gifts. Patrick was arrested for possession with the intent to deliver and for not having a drug tax stamp. The marijuana had a street value of more than $300,000.
Wow, what a gift.
Hero cops kidnap 80-year-old couple, steal their Christmas presents, arrest them for having a plant. An elderly couple is facing years in prison after police found cannabis in their car that they claimed was meant to be used as Christmas presents for family. By Rachel Blevins, December 25, 2017. York County, Nebraska. An elderly couple was arrested this week after a traffic stop turned into a drug bust that led to Nebraska sheriff's deputies posing proudly with 60 pounds of cannabis that the couple was transporting across the country to gift to family members as Christmas presents. Patrick Duran, 80, and his wife Barbara, 70, were traveling from their home in Clear Lake Oaks, California, to visit family in Massachusetts and Vermont in their Toyota Tacoma, when they were stopped in Nebraska for driving over the center line and failing to signal, according to a report from the York News Times. The deputies who stopped the vehicle claimed that they could immediately smell the strong odor of raw marijuana, and the county's canine unit alerted to the presence of a controlled substance and a probable cause search was conducted of the vehicle. Advertisement. It is not clear whether the police dog was already on the scene at the time of the traffic stop, or whether the officer called for backup. Lieutenant Paul Verbka told the News Times that after a search was conducted, 60 pounds of cannabis was found in boxes inside the pickup topper of the truck. He claimed that the street value is around $336,000. They said the marijuana was for Christmas presents, Verbka said. Those Christmas gifts were seized, and Mr. and Mrs. Duran were arrested on felony charges of possession of marijuana with the intent to deliver. A follow-up report noted that while Patrick Duran was jailed and has since been released after he posted 10% of his $100,000 bond, Barbara Duran was cited, but was not jailed due to some medical issues. Read more. This 10 seconds explains so much about the police state. Residents in the couple's home state of California voted to legalize cannabis for recreational use in November 2016. Recreational cannabis sales will become legal in California on January 1, and because of the change in the state's drug laws, nearly 500,000 people who have been labeled as felons for cannabis-related charges, could have their convictions cleared. Cannabis is also legal in Massachusetts, and it has been decriminalized in Vermont, the two locations where Mr. and Mrs. Duran said they were delivering 60 pounds of the plant as Christmas gifts. However, cannabis is still illegal in Nebraska, where the couple was stopped by police. In Nebraska, possession of more than 1 pound of cannabis is considered a Class 4 felony, which is punishable by a maximum of 5 years in prison and $10,000 in fines. Lieutenant Verbka told the News Times that the couple told the deputies who arrested them that they didn't know it was illegal to transport marijuana in Nebraska. As the Free Thought Project has reported, police officers in the United States have a history of targeting the elderly for possession of cannabis, even when they obtain it legally. In one case, a man was traveling from California to Texas to visit his granddaughter, who was suffering from a terminal illness. His car was searched during a traffic stop because he admitted that he had a marijuana pipe. However, he obtained it legally with a prescription in California. In another case, 4 months after police received a call from a woman who claimed that her identity was stolen, they decided to investigate, and they happened upon a 77-year-old man's cannabis plants by mistake. Even though he was not harming or threatening anyone with his peaceful possession of the plants, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Read more. The militarization of police in the U.S. has gotten so bad, the topic has made the Senate floor. In the case of Patrick and Barbara Duran, their Christmas has been ruined, the presents they plan to give to loved ones have been stolen and used for a photo op, and it remains to be seen how the war on drugs will impact the rest of their lives.
County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.